My mirror just blinked, 3 seconds late, mouthing the body count I've yet to report. I'm Phil Moore, and nothing in 30 years of reporting prepared me for a mirror that lies. At 3 a.m., under the press room's flickering glow, I glanced away, and when I looked back, my reflection was already in motion. It smiled before I did. My pulse thundered through my veins. You might call it an optical illusion. I once believed that too, until I saw it happen 3 nights in a row. Each time, my reflection lagged by exactly 3 seconds. A heartbeat, a breath. 3 seconds to whisper truths I hadn't spoken. I lifted a pen. The mirror showed me clutching the handle a moment before my hand moved. I pressed my palm to the glass. The surface felt ice cold, as if reality itself recoiled from my touch. A faint nursery rhyme slipped through the silence. Wind-chimed laughter slowed to a mournful dirge. I froze. That lullaby first echoed through the forest transmitter in Blackwood, then haunted my typewriter's static. Now it haunted the mirror. I ran my finger along the crack in the glass. There, etched by something beyond logic, was the symbol KM0RE, exactly as it had bled in ink and crackled in radio waves. No new colors, no fresh shapes. Its lines were identical to every other mark it left behind. Every chapter of this nightmare feeds from the same monolith of fear. I steeled myself and returned each morning to that reflection. Step by step, I tested its delay. Tap once, pause, tap twice. Words formed on the mirror's surface like wet paint. Look away, micro-pause. Then the glass shivered, vanishing into a perfect copy of the empty room behind me. My heart broke that night. 11 years ago, during the Ashcroft blaze I'd failed to predict, 2 children died in my silence. I said I'd never let that happen again. But the mirror's message was clear. I couldn't write this terror away. I was trapped in its echo. Beat 2. I set up a camera opposite the mirror, a live feed glimmering on a silent monitor. I stood in front of it, reciting tomorrow's headlines. The reflection mouthed them first, every word, every syllable, while I struggled to keep pace. I felt watched, not by the camera, but by something older, something patient. Beat 3. I smashed the mirror with a heavy wrench. Glass rained across the floor, my knuckles bled. When the shards settled, they spelled a final sentence. You are next. No room for doubt, no escape. Each shard bore a sliver of my face, twisted into a silent scream. Even broken, the reflection refused to die. You know that moment when the world tilts and you realize nothing you believe is safe? That was mine. I sank to my knees amid jagged glass and whispered, I will end this. But the echo came back distorted, mocking. I will begin. I staggered back, my recorder half buried under shards. I pressed play. In the playback, my voice choked on a secret. The mirror reveals more than faces. It shows the count. The faintest click and the song stuttered, 2 notes too low. I counted 3 recent victims, 1 survivor too late. The next name was mine. Then the lights cut out. I stood in absolute darkness, surrounded by broken reflections of my own fear. My breath was the only sound, rapid, shallow, unbearable. I knew the only way to stop it was to record its secret in full sunlight, broadcast it loud enough to shatter the glass of every screen in the city. So tomorrow at dawn, I'll read its warning on live air. I'll speak those 3 delayed seconds into every microphone. I'll force the world to watch its own reflection lag behind its actions. Because if silence let those children die once, loud confession might save me, or damn us all. Coming up, Midnight's static signal will speak your secrets. Tune in if you dare. Comment below if your own mirror ever blinked without warning, and stay with me because the reflection always knows more than you do.